Patrick Duffy was born on March 17, 1949, in the small town of Townsend, Montana. His upbringing was rooted in simplicity, family values, and the strong bonds of a close-knit community. His parents, Terrence and Marie Duffy, were not wealthy or famous, but they created a home filled with love, discipline, and quiet guidance. Their small tavern was more than a business. It was a gathering place where everyone knew each other's names, and kindness was a daily habit rather than an exception. Growing up in this environment, Patrick absorbed lessons that would shape the person he would become: humility, hard work, and resilience. As a child, he spent his afternoons exploring the outdoors, playing with neighbors, and learning to appreciate the small joys of life. These early experiences taught him that happiness was not dependent on wealth or recognition but on relationships, character, and inner contentment. When the Duffy family later moved to Everett, Washington, young Patrick was exposed to new opportunities that sparked his initial interest in the arts. He attended Cascade High School, where he joined the drama club, cheerleading squad, and sports teams. Despite his growing fascination with performing, Patrick's first true passion was swimming. He devoted hours every day to training, dreaming of competing nationally. However, a serious injury abruptly ended his athletic ambitions. This disappointment could have left him despondent, but instead, it became a turning point. Unable to pursue swimming, Patrick found a new purpose in the world of theater. He discovered that the stage offered a different kind of challenge, one that combined physical discipline, emotional expression, and storytelling. With determination and curiosity, he enrolled in the University of Washington's drama program, where his talent for performance quickly became evident. Patrick's time in college was marked by both growth and setbacks. He thrived in acting classes, learned the importance of timing and movement, and developed a deep respect for the craft of storytelling. Yet, he also suffered a vocal cord injury during a voice training session, which threatened to end his career before it even began. Doctors warned him that he might never speak normally again, but Patrick's resilience and love for the arts propelled him forward. During his recovery, he worked as an interpreter for ballet, opera, and symphony companies and taught mime and movement techniques to young students. These experiences not only allowed him to remain connected to the performing arts, but also enriched his understanding of expression, discipline, and body language. By the time his voice recovered, Patrick had emerged as a more complete artist, patient, observant, and equipped to tackle the challenges of Hollywood. The early years of Patrick Duffy's life reveal a pattern that would define him: an unwavering commitment to perseverance, a refusal to be defeated by circumstance, and the ability to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. From a small-town boy with dreams larger than his surroundings, he learned to embrace both failure and success, understanding that each would shape him in profound ways. Even in these formative years, the lessons of humility, compassion, and patience were taking root, lessons that would later guide him through the most heartbreaking moments of his life. These experiences in Montana and Washington laid the foundation for a career built not just on talent, but on integrity, discipline, and an understanding of the deeper meaning of success. In the early 1970s, Patrick Duffy moved to Los Angeles with little more than determination and hope. Like countless aspiring actors, he faced a city filled with competition, uncertainty, and repeated rejection. He took on small roles in commercials, background appearances in shows like The Doctors and Switch, and any opportunity that kept him connected to his passion. The struggle was not just professional but personal, as he was far from family and the support system he had grown up with. Every audition was a test of resilience, and every setback demanded that he continue despite frustration and fatigue. His dedication eventually led to his first significant break in 1976 when he was cast as Mark Harris in the science fiction series Man from Atlantis. The role was physically demanding, requiring swimming skills, agility, and controlled movement. Patrick's athletic background and mime training gave him a unique advantage, allowing him to perform complex underwater sequences and expressive gestures with ease. Although the show lasted only one season, it introduced Patrick to the television industry and marked him as a rising star. It was a stepping stone, a glimpse of the success that lay ahead, and proof that talent combined with determination could overcome the challenges of early Hollywood. Following this initial success, destiny presented Patrick with a role that would define his career: Bobby Ewing in the 1978 series Dallas. The part of Bobby Ewing, the honorable son of a Texas oil dynasty, required Patrick to embody kindness, loyalty, and integrity in a world driven by ambition and betrayal. His natural demeanor, sincere eyes, and calm presence resonated with audiences, making him a household name. Unlike many actors who sought fame through scandal or spectacle, Patrick let his work speak for itself. The role demanded not only emotional depth but consistency, as he became the moral anchor of a series known for its drama and complex storylines. Audiences quickly embraced Bobby Ewing, not merely as a fictional character, but as a comforting figure in the ever-changing landscape of television. Patrick's rise to fame, however, was not without its personal costs. The relentless schedule, public scrutiny, and pressure to maintain a flawless image were challenges that tested his inner strength. Yet, through it all, he remained grounded, relying on the values instilled in him by his parents and his growing spiritual awareness. The contrast between his life as a celebrated television star and his private struggles revealed a man of depth and resilience. In an industry that often celebrates superficial glamour, Patrick Duffy distinguished himself not just as an actor but as a person of integrity, capable of maintaining humility, empathy, and inner peace amid external chaos. This period of his life highlights the intersection of talent, opportunity, and character. Patrick Duffy's early career demonstrates that success in Hollywood is rarely a product of luck alone. It is shaped by preparation, adaptability, and the ability to navigate personal and professional obstacles with grace. From a small-town boy with dreams of swimming glory to a television star admired by millions, Patrick's journey underscores the importance of perseverance, patience, and staying true to one's values, even when faced with the allure of fame and fortune. By 1978, Patrick Duffy had stepped into the role that would forever define his career: Bobby Ewing in the CBS television series Dallas. Bobby was the younger son of the powerful Ewing family, a Texas oil dynasty steeped in wealth, ambition, and family drama. Unlike many of the other characters, Bobby represented integrity, loyalty, and kindness, a moral compass in a world often ruled by greed, jealousy, and betrayal. Patrick's portrayal was subtle, yet magnetic. He didn't rely on flamboyant gestures or dramatic outbursts. Instead, his calm demeanor, expressive eyes, and natural charm allowed audiences to immediately connect with him. Viewers didn't just watch Bobby Ewing. They trusted him, loved him, and saw in him the qualities of a man they could admire, aspire to, and even imagine as part of their own families. The early years on Dallas were intense, both professionally and personally. Patrick Duffy quickly realized that his life had changed completely. He was no longer an unknown actor navigating auditions and small roles. He was a central figure in one of the most popular television series in the world. Every episode, every scene carried the weight of millions of viewers watching with anticipation. Yet, Patrick never let fame dictate who he was. Despite the constant attention, he remained humble, respectful, and deeply focused on his craft. He treated his colleagues with kindness and professionalism, building strong relationships on set that lasted for decades. This approach not only enhanced his own performance, but also contributed to the show's cohesive energy and enduring popularity. By the mid-1980s, Dallas had become a global phenomenon. Patrick Duffy's Bobby Ewing was the heart of the series, the character that audiences turned to for reassurance amid a whirlwind of scandal, betrayals, and shocking plot twists. However, in 1985, Patrick made the bold decision to leave the show at the height of his fame. He sought a new challenge, wanting to explore different types of roles and prevent himself from being permanently tied to the image of the perfect man. His departure shocked viewers and the entertainment industry alike. The producers decided to kill off Bobby Ewing, and the episode depicting his death left fans devastated. Letters poured into CBS, expressing disbelief, grief, and desperate pleas for his return. Patrick's choice, though courageous, came with personal and professional risk. He was stepping away from comfort, fame, and the security of a role that had made him a household name. In the wake of his departure, Dallas struggled. Ratings dropped, storylines faltered, and producers realized the show could not survive without Bobby Ewing. In what would become one of television's most legendary moments, Patrick returned to the series. The infamous shower scene revealed that the previous season had been a dream, with Bobby alive and well. The scene, in which Pamela walks into the bathroom to find Bobby smiling gently, became an icon of television history. It was more than a clever plot device. It symbolized renewal, resilience, and the power of connection between actor and audience. For Patrick, the moment was both professional triumph and personal affirmation. He had proven that his career was not confined to a single role and that audiences were willing to embrace his return, celebrating both the character and the actor behind it. During the years that followed, Patrick Duffy continued to build his legacy on Dallas, showing that success in Hollywood was about more than fame. It was about integrity, dedication, and emotional authenticity. The series not only cemented his status as an icon of American television but also revealed his ability to navigate immense pressure with grace. Patrick's calm presence, warmth, and sincerity made him an actor who transcended the screen, turning fiction into something deeply human. His work on Dallas demonstrated that being a star was not about notoriety or glamour. It was about connecting with people, embodying values, and creating moments that left lasting impressions. This era of his life illustrates the unique combination of talent, perseverance, and moral grounding that defined Patrick Duffy. He wasn't just a television actor. He was a storyteller, a guide, and an example of how one could navigate fame with dignity. Audiences didn't just follow Bobby Ewing. They followed Patrick Duffy himself, inspired by his ability to remain kind, grounded, and resilient, even when the world of Hollywood demanded spectacle, sensationalism, and constant reinvention. Through Dallas, Patrick Duffy not only achieved professional success, but also laid the groundwork for a career defined by versatility, integrity, and the ability to touch hearts beyond the screen. After more than a decade of intense drama on Dallas, Patrick Duffy made a deliberate and bold transition in the early 1990s. While many actors struggled to escape the shadow of a career-defining role, Duffy embraced the challenge of completely reinventing himself. In 1991, he joined the cast of Step by Step, an ABC sitcom about a blended family navigating life, love, and the chaos of everyday challenges. He played Frank Lambert, a widowed blue-collar father in his 40s, who marries Carol Foster, a refined widow with 6 children. The role was a dramatic departure from Bobby Ewing, requiring not only comedic timing but also the ability to convey genuine warmth and empathy in a fast-paced, humorous environment. Patrick Duffy approached the character with the same dedication and attention to detail that had made him a star on Dallas. Frank Lambert was not a superhero, nor was he an infallible figure. He was imperfect, sometimes frustrated, and often faced with messy domestic situations, yet he was deeply human. Duffy infused the character with emotional authenticity, drawing on his own life experiences, including his deep love for family, his understanding of loss, and his compassion for others. Viewers responded immediately. They saw in Frank Lambert a father who made mistakes, but always tried to do the right thing. Children adored him for his patience, humor, and understanding, while adult audiences appreciated his quiet wisdom and understated leadership within the household. Patrick's performance struck a delicate balance between comedy and heartfelt emotion, proving that he could excel not only in drama but in lighter, everyday storytelling. Step by Step became an instant success, running for 7 seasons with more than 160 episodes. Patrick Duffy was more than a leading actor. He became a mentor on set, especially to the young actors playing his children. He offered guidance, shared insights about acting, and encouraged authenticity in every scene. Duffy even directed 49 episodes of the show, demonstrating not only his versatility as an actor but also his keen understanding of storytelling and production. Behind the scenes, he maintained a supportive, calm presence, helping the ensemble feel like a real family. His efforts ensured that the humor was grounded in reality, the emotions felt genuine, and the family dynamics resonated with viewers across the country. This period of his career revealed another side of Patrick Duffy, his ability to adapt and reinvent himself without losing the qualities that made him beloved. On Dallas, he was the moral compass. On Step by Step, he became a model of patience, warmth, and approachability. Both roles showcased his integrity, sincerity, and skill in connecting with audiences, but in profoundly different ways. Frank Lambert represented a universal figure, a father trying to do his best in a messy, unpredictable world, making Duffy relatable to millions who might never live on a Texas oil ranch but understood the challenges of family life, love, and personal growth. Beyond the screen, Duffy's work on Step by Step reflected his personal philosophy. Life was not just about success, fame, or recognition. It was about relationships, empathy, and the impact one could have on others. This philosophy extended to his off-screen life as well. He remained devoted to his family, nurturing his sons and deepening his relationship with his wife, Carolyn Rosser. The balance he achieved between professional responsibilities and personal growth allowed him to thrive both as an actor and as a human being. Through his portrayal of Frank Lambert, Patrick Duffy offered audiences a vision of maturity, patience, and humor, proving that television could entertain while also teaching lessons about empathy, responsibility, and love. Patrick Duffy's transition from Dallas to Step by Step was more than a career move. It was a demonstration of resilience, versatility, and artistic courage. It showed that an actor could reinvent himself without compromising his values, that success could be measured not just in fame, but in the authenticity and depth brought to each role. The laughter, tears, and heartfelt moments shared on Step by Step were a testament to his talent, his humanity, and his enduring commitment to storytelling. By the time the series concluded in 1998, Patrick Duffy had firmly established himself as a multidimensional actor capable of bridging generations, genres, and emotional experiences, leaving a lasting impression that went far beyond television ratings or accolades. While Patrick Duffy's professional life flourished, his personal life was marked by heartbreak and profound loss. In 1986, at the height of his fame on Dallas, tragedy struck in a way that no script could have imagined. Patrick's parents, Terrence and Marie Duffy, were murdered in a robbery at their small tavern in Boulder, Montana. Two young men entered the tavern intending to commit theft, and when Terrence tried to intervene, he was shot. Marie, attempting to protect her husband, was also killed. The news reached Patrick the next morning while he was filming in Los Angeles. He later described that moment as the instant the world split in two. In the span of a few hours, he had lost not just his parents, but the anchors of his childhood, his roots, and the familiar sense of safety that comes from family and home. The pain was unimaginable, yet Patrick faced it with a quiet determination that would become a hallmark of his life. In the aftermath of this tragedy, Patrick could have easily let anger, bitterness, or despair take over. But his response was extraordinary. Grounded